What the hell?
All right, Chalk. This is our take. This is Mark the moderator.
Leaf is only family. Shout out to our 500.
Hey yo, AV the process. Shout to my man that stole my credit card the other day.
G-Pat, representing Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yo, Leaf.
You got gold?
Yo.
Yeah, it's getting hot. I finally heated up.
Hey, yo, Leaf, go ahead. You was going to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to say it all starts with reprogramming ourselves, right? So, you know, like you and Thing touched on, you know, with the program, it all starts with what we watch, right? So when we watch the news and, you know, a 16-year-old black kid, you know, he kills somebody, he's a monster, he's a thug. They bring up his rap sheet, everything, even if his kid was innocent or you know, or this black kid got killed. You know, when the news talks about, oh, he was a straight A student, but when he was 14, he got locked up for marijuana. They always gonna throw that in there. Where an 18-year-old white kid, he kills 5 people, and they find every excuse to make you have some type of sympathy for him, right? So that's where the program comes in. So we've been programmed now to like, yo, you see people fighting, you know, to record it and repost it because we've been programmed to get the likes, right? So all that stuff is all part of the whole program and stuff. So what we got to do is unlearn everything that we've been taught. That shit is easier said than done, right? So not share those videos, you know, share the videos of the stuff that's gonna make us upset. The cops beating us, the cops pulling us, you know, doing illegal traffic stops, all these other stuff that they do. That's the stuff that we need to share. The more we share that, the more we show that, the more outrage we show, it's gonna spread, right? But the hardest thing about it is, and you said that, you know, you don't know where the change could come from, is that we don't have that main platform. We don't have that platform that we can go and make it ours. Because you know what? Somebody can hear this segment right now and throw it on Facebook, and Facebook be like, nah, pull that shit down. You feel what I'm saying? They can censor everything because it isn't ours. So shit, that goes back to one of the first things we talked about when Michael Jordan had that platform. With as much money as he had, he can have had his own social media shit that we can put out there. It's the same reason why LeBron and them started like uninterrupted. So the things they want to say cannot be censored, cannot be chopped and made into a story that somebody else wants to make it. But it all starts with our mind, man. We gotta understand, yo, we gotta love each other. We gotta be for each other. You see another black man, there's nothing to be like, yo, good morning, how you doing? We don't do that. We're not taught to do that. We're taught to ice grill. You feel what I'm saying? So we gotta change it. We gotta change ourselves first before we could change somebody else.
But I think we're all in that place. You know what I'm saying? I think we're you know, this really takes place more at the youth level. You know what I'm saying? Like the younger generation. I think that's where more of our violence takes place because.
But who the younger generation learning from?
Huh?
Who the younger generation learning from? They learning from their old heads who's doing the same thing. Like I could tell you, right? When I was growing up, the dudes who was on the corner be like, yo, Leaf, get out of here. You better go to the park and play ball because, you good. Right. You feel me? Or get off this corner because, yo, when I see your moms, I'm going to tell her you was trying to hang out with her. That ain't happening no more. The older heads is keeping the young kids on the corner with them.
But Leaf, at the same token, you know, also the younger cats got their own network now as well. You know, they have their own madness that they are dancing in, and the music is playing very loud for them. They're not hearing a lot of us also. You know, the old heads, yes, we have set the stage for this, but now the younger cats is walking across that stage doing their thing. Because what I think about is just the mindset, like when Pop Smoke, when he got killed, just the mindset of, if you see all the things that went on behind that scene, you know, how, you know, all that reaction was. And it was really, which was crazy to me, a young man at that age getting his life taken. And then it was a badge of honor for some of these young dudes. Right. You know,
no, you're right.
That's like, hold on, wait a minute. You know, this is talent lost. This is talent wasted. You know, just like Nipsey. We watched Nipsey get gunned down by another dude that looked like him, and just the whole mindset of it. What makes another man looks at one of his own and not care for his life at this stage the way it is?
It's jealousy, it's envy, it's a whole bunch of things. A wise man once said in a song, "If I kill you, you famous," right? But if you kill me, you famous. But if I kill you, I'm brainless. Like, what am I supposed to do, right? So that means that the nobody, like your Mark, you the famous dude, and I'm a nobody. I get a name if I hurt you. But if you turn around and you hurt me, everybody gonna look at you like you stupid. So once again, it's that mind. And you touched on something earlier when you first came on. You said that the younger generation has to listen. The other day we started a conversation in our chat where I was like, yo, the older dudes has to listen to the younger dudes too, right? So, and I think that's where the conflict comes in, right? So the older dudes is talking to the younger dudes, and the younger dudes is understanding or trying to understand, but at the same time they're trying to get their point across. And the older ones is not hearing. So that starts a conflict. It's like, yo, you're not trying to hear me. I ain't trying to hear you.
Let me jump onto that, and that goes back to this piece of embracement. The older generation, if you think about it, and I found myself doing this to my son. We all got sons on this joint. How many times have you found yourself telling you or repeating this cycle, kind of like what your dad did to you? Mm-hmm. Yo, what do you listen to? Why are you doing X, Y, Z? When I was your age, what happens is we don't embrace the youth and their own experience. And I think we learned that from our pops. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pops is from the hood, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I learned everything I learned from my pops. You know what I'm saying? I think how we, communicate, because that's what we're really talking about. To the youth, it's very important because the youth get turned off quick. They turn on their blinders quick. Like, what? You don't agree with me? You're not trying to hear me? I ain't trying to mess with
done.
You. I see it all day, every day. So I think as elders, we need to embrace them more as opposed to kind of pushing them away and telling them that their experience is not valid. That's one thing I can say that my son taught me. One thing my son taught me, although to this day I can say, yo, this dude ain't struggling for nothing, son. I can tell you what struggle is, but he has his own experience. And I have to respect that that's his struggle. That perhaps is what he's experienced. So for me to shun him, would only put him in a place where he's not seeking for guidance no more. His peers are now the people that are guiding him. Mark, I'm sure you can speak to that because dealing with those kids, you know how they are.
That's a whole fact, Avery.
But gentlemen, let me say this to you, because a lot of times I think where we go wrong at, the finger is pointed at the young. But if you look at the news cycle, you look at some of these videos, it's not, it's cats in their 40s, kid. It's cats our age, kid, that really got that mindset also. It ain't just the young. A lot of this abrasiveness, a lot of this murderous stuff going on is cats that really look like us. When I say look like us, some of them got gray hair. Some of them really is in our age range, and they still got that mindset to still hurt our own. What I keep saying is, how is it that, what do we do to change the mindset? We have to, what I'm trying to charge and I'm trying to do is spread the message. When I'm trying to get guys that are like-minded, understanding and grounded to start spreading the message. And I think through social media, I think through conversations, because all of us reach a platform of different kids, different adults. So in our start our movements in circles, I think that we have to be charged with taking that on, about starting to question put out there and start sharing about, what are we really doing here? Because I think if we don't challenge it, we're just adding to it because we're not trying to do anything to change it. And I'm not just talking about the young. I'm talking about our peers as well, kid. Because we know cats. We know cats that got this murderous mindset, that got this anger with them. That and what I brought up earlier is this: the anger that we show to one another, we don't show to a different skinned person. The anger is different. We might argue, but we're not pulling out a piece and blowing them away. You follow what I'm saying to you? So no, it's the mindset, and I'm just trying to reach more. Just trying to say, let's start talking about this mindset. Let's start doing something. We're trying to change the mindset. And let's just say we do.
I'm gonna say something. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I think the important thing, I'll jump in right here, is that, you know, to Avery's point, you know, I understand he says it's a struggle, but to me it's a challenge. And that's where we have to learn how to connect with them better. You know what I mean? Yeah, their experience is different, but you have to figure out a way to connect. And us being, you know, older heads and more mature, it's our challenge to figure out what that connection has to be, because then they'll trust. Once you build that bridge of trust, then they're going to believe more in the next thing you bring to their attention. So that's where you want to get the youth to, you know what I'm saying? So that to me is the segue, and that's the off ramp for a lot of these kids.
Oh shit. Mark, so what you just said, you was like, you know, we hurt the ones that look just like us. And yo, RIP to the great Nipsey Hussle. But I listened to one of his interviews. It's so crazy. I just listened to this morning, and he said the problem is, you know, when you going out on a mission, right? You know what you're looking for, because you're looking for that person that looks just like you, right? So what I took from it was, a lot of times when we see each other and we angry with each other, we ain't angry at that next man. We angry at ourselves.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? But we know we can't hurt ourselves, so we end up hurting somebody else, and I think that's a big problem. You know that saying, you know, when you point a finger, you got three pointing back at you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing right there. A lot of people, we don't address the issues within ourselves, the problems that we got within ourselves, and you know, we take it out on somebody else that looks just like us, dressed the same. You know what I mean? Might have the same mannerisms. Like, oh, word, all right. Yo, let's get it popping. And a dude could be looking at you and he really just want to say, what's up? Well, yo, I like your kicks. And that turned into a problem.
Right. And that's generational anger. You know, the one powerful piece was that Netflix joint, which you put me onto. And that joint was powerful, man, because it really showed about the generational anger which we hold and how we view one another and just how that anger stems and where it goes with it. And I'm gonna say it, man. It ain't getting no better, man. This has been decades, man. That this has been going on.
And this is why that was very poignant. You know, I'm like giving myself a drop, but in some of the research that I've done about Black male masculinity, that's a very important piece to us as a society. You know, Black male masculinity, where is it taught? Where is it derived from? From Black males that don't have fathers. Unfortunately, their masculinity, when they go to school, where do they learn it from? White female teachers or white male teachers? Their white counter, because that's who predominantly their quote unquote role model can potentially be, right? Or their mom. You know, their mom may have to play to give them that sense of masculinity. So I think what's important, especially as Black men, we have to recognize that masculinity is not necessarily being tough. And that's where we get caught up in this kind of that mishmash of like, yo, what's tough? It's not tough to cry. What does your dad tell you all the time? Stop that crying. You know what I'm saying?
What you crying for?
Again, it's like, emotionless. You got to be emotionalist, to really live. And and it's not real, man. But let me say this, y'all. This has been a very great conversation there to have, man. I appreciate y'all fellas, man. As men, I appreciate you. And we got to do this from time to time. We step away from sports and just talk about social things and life, because we do have a platform here. And and I always want to use it on a positive level. So this has been a positive conversation. And I just want to say thank y'all for it, man. I appreciate it. Gordon, thank you for joining us, man. We will bring you back, man.
We got to do it again, G.
I had a great time. Spending some time with my people from NY. I had a great time, fellas.
G, man. Yo, G, listen, I heard these dudes talk about you for a very long time. And I feel like, son, just going off their opinion, I thought you ain't know nothing about sports.
Oh, man. That's why you got to come direct to the source.
You're right. After listening to you talk about Jason Garrett and Judge, they was right.
Set them up lovely. Swish. Listen, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And also thank you for our 500 subscribers, man. We appreciate it. We grinding and keep on watching, y'all. Peace out. Be safe. This is our take.
take.